Guys, it's Redbeard. Just wanted to show you guys the margin multiplier here. So here's the deal. If you're running a tree service business and you're trying to get your pricing sorted out, maybe you got some losers here and there, or you're just not exactly sure how to exactly figure out what exactly to charge. I'm going to share with you exactly how to know how to charge exactly what you need to. Okay. So this is the dashboard. This will give you base cost, blah, blah, blah. We'll come back to this later, okay? But what we want to start with, projected expenses. So this right here is where all the magic happens, okay? So on the left-hand side, these are going to be all the working numbers. On the right-hand side, this is going to be like scratch, okay? So this is your little key right here. Blues and blacks, those are manual inputs. Blues are used in a formula. Reds are a calculation. Don't modify the reds. Yellows are autofills. They're auto-populated. So you can modify them, but that data will autofill. So I'll show you how that works here. Okay, so let's say my fuel and consumables for the month is 150. This is going to auto-calculate. So that calculates to 1800. That auto-populates right there. We'll do this again, okay? Let's go to clothing PPE. Let's say I'm going to spend 50 bucks on that. The price just went up to 600. Okay, now let's look at power heads. Okay, maybe you're buying a new chainsaw every single month. Okay, you're looking at $6,000 all year. Okay, so you can go right down the line here. Bucket truck. Now when we get to equipment, okay, this is going to give you daily and weeklies. Okay, so let's say your skid steer is 30,000 and you want to pay your skid steer off in 10 days. This is going to give you 3,000 per day. Now the weekly is just going to be the daily times 4, so it's 4 days in the week is your weekly rate instead of 5. And then just calculate all this, auto populate this, and then your equipment value will go here. Personnel, okay, this one's pretty cool too. Let me see here. Let's say I want to pay myself 100,000. That'll auto calculate the hourly, monthly, and then when I do the hourly for my guys, let's say I got a foreman that wants 40, lead climber wants 30, groundy wants 25 because they're always super picky. All this stuff auto calculates, auto populates over here. It'll tell you how much you owe monthly, annual, blah blah blah. You can add in a receptionist in here. Maybe she works for $12.50. So there you go. There's that. Then you can go through here, calculate your monthly mortgage. Maybe that's $1,200. Maybe you got to pay the kid down the street to mow the lawn at the shop. Improvements. Maybe you want to upgrade. Okay, so you just keep going down the line here. General liability, maybe your general liability is 100. Pretty accurate there. Workman's comp. Okay, this is gonna auto-populate right here. So say your payroll is 306. This is pulling this right off this right here. So 306. Your workman's comp rate is 18%. Maybe you're paying less than that. Maybe you're paying 15%. That's gonna auto-calculate your workman's comp right here. Now we're working on this part here, but it's just a little rule of thumb here for vehicles, commercial vehicles. Maybe you're spending 150 on that. That's gonna auto update. Education and training. You want to go to the rec climb, put that in there. Okay. Dental. Okay. Actually, that's gonna be like this. Okay. You just go right down the line. You could spend 500 on marketing. Maybe you want to spend 1,000 on marketing, transportation, fuel, vehicle payments, all this stuff. Okay, so you're just gonna go right down the line. Gonna give you total expenses. Okay, now click on dashboard. It'll give me the total expenses. Now maybe I don't work 160 days a year. Maybe I work 200 days a year. It's gonna give me a cost per day. Okay, now I want to factor in a 50% margin. Be sure whenever you see the percentages there, if you take out that percentage sign, it's not going to work right. So be sure on this one that you include the percentage sign right there. Okay, so that factors out right. Then it'll actually calculate the margin there. So basically, if that doesn't work right, okay, these won't match up. This and this has to match up to tell you that that's right. So just put this, boom, 50%, 50%. Okay, cool. So this is that portion of it. The expense report. It's going to give you a breakdown of daily base price. Okay, that's this figure right here. Now you're going to go over to the liability adjustment, and you're going to go through here, and you're going to decide on the specific job that you're on right now. Maybe there's a fence there, but it's not that big of a liability, so we'll assume that a 1. All these things are all 1 through 10, right? So maybe it's sitting right under the house, so we want to assume that as a 10. And maybe there's a garden there, so we'll give that a 1 as well. Then the customer wants the removal and the disposal. So it's going to add up all these things, divide it by 10, and give us an adjusted factor. So let's say they want disposal and removal of vehicle of trees, near the house with a garden and a septic and blah blah blah. Your base price to the customer is going to be 6,000. Your liability adjusted cost is going to be 11,000. So you're not looking at this 3,000 base cost anymore. You're looking at the liability adjusted cost. That's 11,000. Liability adjusted price is going to be 22,000. So this is your window right here. So you go and you factor in all of your expenses, and then you figure in how many working days, what your profit margin is going to be. That's going to give you this number, the cost per day, as well as the daily price per day. These are the numbers that you got to hit to cover your costs, and then to make a 50% margin, which is going to be this figure right here. Then when you're over here, these are all job specific, so this is all going to be factoring in all the liabilities, and then this is going to give you your window of what to bill that customer, where to be. So you could be anywhere in here, and you know that you're going to be profitable. So just wanted to take this chance to share this with you guys. I hope you guys find this tool valuable, and it helps you make more money in your tree business. So appreciate you guys for checking me out. Redbeard out.